Libra North Node, and my sweet cousin, who I did not know was a Libra North Node. Want to kind of get this reading in this evening, get back on track with the North Node readings. So I pulled 3 oracle cards to begin these readings, and then we'll move into pulling from the tarot deck. So let's just jump into it. Did I say Leo? Libra. I mean Libra. You guys, when I get going in here, well, it's me anyway. Who am I kidding? All right, so Libra, North Node. The archetypal card, let's see, this is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck from Kim Krantz, is the thread. Okay, this came out fairly quickly. So interesting to me to, look at the imagery here. Use your own intuition to give this meaning as you listen to me read from the book, as well as to make an interpretation as we move through the cards, okay? At the bottom of the deck was the prayer. Okay? So I'm going to read the thread to you. Main key words: the path, the vein, the circuit. Recall a moment in your life when you felt fully alive. The thread is waiting for you amid the details of that memory. You may think you have to find the thread and pull it. Imagine, though, that it's already tied around you, waiting for you to follow it home. So for me, I'm getting the sense that you are thinking you have to find something, or you have to you're not connected to your path or your purpose. And for me, this message is about understanding that you are already connected to your path. You've already experienced some moments when you've recognized that sense of joy and energy in being like completely immersed in whatever is validating or whatever is actionable in that path. I don't know, I just came up with that word, but when in light, the circuit of meaning within chaos, and when dark, binding, frustrating, and taut. So I'll read it. Life is a tangle. So much happens simultaneously and circuitously, leaving us grappling for meaning and direction in a network of distractions. I have no idea what's going to come out later in the cards, but just based on this, I would love you to take some time to meditate on the spider and on any spider webs that kind of come up in your path, to take time to watch them, to take time to, please don't kill spiders, catch them, release them, but look up, the symbolic meaning of spider, and how they handle the storms of their little spider life, right, that come through and kind of knock their whole web over. Like, how do they deal with that? And what is the beauty in the web? What is the beauty in their ability to create that web? It's just from me. When we connect to the energy of the thread, however, we strike the deepest vein in the body. Our whole being responds to its tug. Meaning is pumped through our bloodstream. Our mind and spirits are lifted. We remember who we are and what we came into this world to do. Though this happens on the most profound level, it could be the simplest incident that activates the thread. A song, an image, a conversation heard in passing. No matter how confusing and multi-layered our modern lives become, if we are connected to the thread, we are free. Being tethered to it is the only anchor our heart requires. Very interesting. Okay. And the prayer. I'll give you a few, where did it go? Keywords to the prayer, and then we'll just kind of move forward into the reading. The prayer: reverence, the worship, the homage. Every song, kiss, breath, word can become a prayer. It is a feeling, not an action. Consider the ancient mantra. I'm not even going to try to say it, pronounce it, but it means, I bow to the creative consciousness within. I bow to the teacher within. Experiment with the act of bowing down. Nearly all spiritual traditions make a practice of prostration. When in light, offering to be of service, asking for guidance, and when dark, expecting results, self-aggrandizement. Okay. Libra North Node. Your South Node is in Aries. Aries is very passionately driven to get what they want when they want it. Libra North Node works for the good of and service of others, right? Like, we learn how to be, I'm not a we, I don't even know why I just say that, but the North Node sort of train is about diplomacy, is about being someone who can be supportive of someone else, who recognizes that that is their work, and that to feel or the need to be recognized, like I need to have my own thing going on, don't I? Like, I need to have my own thing going on. Yeah, sure. But your own thing going on might, if you would consider that really is directed towards being in service of, like, your community or people that are important to you, that is huge. Remember how many people do not have others who are there to be a support to them. It doesn't take away from your worth that you're not, in this lifetime, maybe you're not the one that is, I don't know, like the big showy person, the big, in front, everybody see me person. Maybe you're in a supportive role, but when you move forward in that supportive role, that is how you become, sort of highlighted. I wish I could think of, okay, maybe Gail King, right? Gail King with Oprah. I don't know. I'm not going to hurt my brain trying to figure out some examples, but in this lifetime, this is what you're here to do. And there's no shame in that. It's beautiful, actually, right? It's a wonderful thing to for others to know that they can rely on you, get support from you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. What past life influences may be impacting you right now? So the card that came out was Unrequited Love. So interesting. A couple of these cards have already come out for another reading. I don't remember who it is, but they were coming out together. Oh, God. They were coming out together in another reading. I have no idea who it is. And I shuffle a lot. I pre-shuffle and then I shuffle. So for these two cards to come out again together is very interesting to me. All right, so we've got Unrequited Love. It may be that in a past life and in this life, the one that you are working out, the past life situation, is that you were in a relationship where the person that you were in love with rejected you, and or was taken from you, and or you were separated, right? The bottom of the deck, the bottom of the deck, and then underneath the ships is transportation, and then underneath that is vows. Wow. Okay, it just keeps going on and on about travel. So something about travel, long distance. Okay. Yeah. This is kind of what seems to be what you are dealing with right now. And if there are any anxieties or fears or confusion or moments of feeling like a victim or questioning your life, your journey, your path, it does have to do with this. Like there's something about sort of separation. It's like planes, trains, and automobiles, right? But ships. The next one is leaving or travel. So this is from the South Node. And I kind of feel like what I want to say is trust that whatever you're going through is connected, and you are connected into this, your life path, your purpose, your meaning is connected into this piece, right? Into this journey, into what you are going through. You're not off track. You're not, I think you're being asked to sort of surrender to the path that you're on and figure out a way to embrace it as fragile sometimes as it may feel, as it may seem. Again, meditate on, watch, Google, whatever you can, the spider and the spider web. Okay. So what potential purpose might you explore? Like, you already are in your journey and in your web, and you are connected by this thread, right? And you don't need to go find something. You already are there. Recognize, what do I need to do? How do I need to take this thread, and how do I weave a web that is right for me? A potential purpose or path came out as a speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. And at the bottom of the deck was body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So maybe I'll read out of the book for this one, for the speaker. So funny, just recognize this person's clothes. So, right, like this ancient sort of peasant looking, maybe he's a spiritual leader, I don't know, with the angel wings, kind of up there at the podium. Maybe he's sharing his tale, and it's, his journey. Maybe he's talking about his journey to energy healing, or whatever it is that he understands about, he or she understands about the path. Try to see what it says on the podium, but I can't quite make it out. Okay, so let's just go on to that. Speaker. Let's get to this. This card indicates that your dream of being a professional speaker is more than a dream. You have much to share with others, and the best way to reach your audience is on the speaker's platform. While it's normal to feel intimidated by the process of presenting your ideas in public, the angels see that your life purpose will help you overcome these fears. In fact, you'll learn to enjoy being a public speaker according to this card. You may have also received this card because your soul's profession involves some other aspect of teaching or entertainment. For example, you may be destined for acting, dancing, singing, or playing a musical instrument. This card indicates that your purpose involves a public arena and that you're well suited to bring blessings to a wide audience. So even think about some of the comedians right now that are affecting and have through the ages, right? They're the ones who call out the shit that the king is trying to pull on the people, or just the whatever it is, right? The trickster, the comedian, the entertainer was part of the court, and that person was oftentimes the only one who was given permission to say things in jest, the jester, to the king, because he could couch it, or in some sort of but they always could figure out, like, how do we tell the truth in a way that is palatable and acceptable, kind of to the king and the public, right? And so look at even our comedians today. They're the ones who say the things that no one wants to say, and everyone laughs in this sort of like many times it's an uncomfortable situation, and we get a freaking release in being able to experience like the absurdity of some of the things that we experience, or um the dark side of our collective experience as human beings. And of course there's timing involved in all that, but that's what makes a good gesture slash comedian good, right? You can't walk around saying things that if the people are still bleeding from that wound, or I'll just say that, bleeding from that wound. I mean, you can't just like throw it out there. We've all seen people who, God, why am I talking so much about this? We've all seen people who kind of throw a joke out there, and it's just tactless, and it's flat because we're just not ready, right? We're still healing as a people. But a speaker slash healer, which to me automatically moves into comedian, jester, political pundit, maybe, who has like a more political pundit. I don't even know what pundit means. But somebody who comments on the current state of affairs, if they can sort of couch it in a way that is digestible, not only to the current present day, but just to, humanity's journey itself. Like, I don't know, as an example, okay? So I'm going to move into the reading because I'm going on and on, and my kids are going to be here in 30 minutes. So, what challenges are present for you right now? Did I give you everything you needed? Yeah. Libra North Node. What challenges are present for Libra North Node right now? Okay. Libra North Node. You may be feeling some depression, some melancholy, some uncertainty, some, like I said, just kind of, it's kind of like you need to focus on the fact that you're not a victim of life. You're in life, you're in your purpose, and there is something being offered here to you, but it looks like you're so focused on these 3 cups, which aren't quite, they're not fulfilling. They're not spilled, certainly. But I think you're wanting like something else to maybe help you to feel a little bit more stable. I mean, he's kind of leaning up against a tree, right? Like he's not quite feeling stable on his own, and yet you won't turn around and figure out or take what is being offered to you. And what is being offered to you may be something that you don't quite feel is enough, right? Maybe you're judging yourself, and I'm only saying that because of kind of this other stuff that's here. And at the bottom of the deck is the 8, yeah, which is, for me, it's kind of like the infinity sign turned on its side. So, you are going to have, this is very like karmic, and this lesson will be repeated until it is learned. And it does require your active engagement, and it does require you to be strong and to sort of remember who you are as a warrior, as a also as a playful child of God, and remain strong in that belief that whatever it is that you are dealing with, there may be some sort of more, what's the word? There may be some more impulsive, or maybe some more kind of wild aspects to how you're responding to it, and it's important that you remember that you have a lot of courage, and to kind of draw from that warrior spirit. It's not even a spirit. You are a warrior. You've been through a lot. Okay. I guess I could get a clarifier. All right, let's see. Why is the 4 of Cups here for Libra North Node in the challenge that is present right now? Okay, so Saturn is in the background of this card, okay? And you can see this person is really kind of buried underneath the 10 of Wands. So again, it's I don't know if again, but I do think this does have to do with some karmic past life struggles, or teaching, maybe teaching even about your own ability to create stability or independence in your life. But it's freaking hard when you're doing it by yourself, right? Like, it is. I think that you're just really sad about, or wondering about, like, why does it have to be so hard? Why does this have to be such a struggle? Why am I by myself here? This person. Again, thinking about some of the other cards that came out, right? An Aries, or the Emperor at the bottom of the deck here, does represent Aries, which would be your South Node. Okay. So I feel like you're at a point where you're really struggling through that South Node, the South Node challenges. Right? The South Node, the independence, me versus the person that wants to be in relationship and has, in your North Node, this like goal of being supportive of others and harnessing all of your strength and self-empowerment from the South Node, but this time not for you to be in the glory, but for you to be in, independently, but for you to be in the glory as the supportive role. Which, okay, which maybe, again, discussing your journey, your struggle, your experience with others in order to help them heal, or, what else? Yeah. Some kind of a healer. Kind of speaking, right? Speaking about what it is your journey has been about. Okay, so what strengths, strength card here. What strengths or gifts do I bring forward? What strengths or gifts am I bringing forward? Is Libra North Node bringing forward into this lifetime? Yeah, builder. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. What? Oh, yeah, you two have been together before. Okay, so this card actually came up upside down or in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, right? With the King of Pentacles upright. So to me, this is a pair, but, and this is Ace of Cups. So unconditional love, forgiveness, healing, compassion, new start, Devil, Wheel of Fortune. My God. Wow. This feels like, are you dealing with a soulmate relationship? Soulmate healing. What strengths do you bring forward into this relationship? But why? It may be that a strength that you bring into the relationship is to understand that you can be alone and independent and not need your partner, like kind of right there with you. And I'm going to get clarifier. I don't understand why the reverse, because all of my cards are upright. Oh, clarifier deck over here. Strength do I bring forward? No. Strengths do I bring forward? Which strengths does North Node Libra bring forward? Yeah, I just feel like you can work independent. What is going on? Now we got 7 of Pentacles in reverse. With, at the bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. Very imbalanced, right? I mean, if you can see her little spiral, right? That's sacred geometry, like the Nautilus, right? We just keep spinning and we keep the same thing. Like we're coming back, growing each time we kind of pass through this pathway. And the pyramids in the background. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So what strengths do you bring forward? I think that you are able to, move and create, like, wherever you are. You don't need to be kind of in this one castle, this one spot, this one area to create your abundant space. You are very independent in many ways, and it's kind of like it's necessary for you to be that way within your partnerships and your relationships and your path of being a supportive person. So weird that both of those cards came up, flew out and they flipped upside down. That is not normal for me. When 7 of Pentacles comes up, what I see is someone who really needs to take time and really needs to kind of deliberate. Like, do I continue to, grow my field here, the things that I've planted? I mean, they're really taking some time, kind of think of the potential. Or do I plant over here? Do I pull everything and harvest it and go plant some other crop over here or do something else over there? I just don't feel like you need to think much about that. It's like, okay, this is like, we're done here, moving on. And there's a certain bird. What is the bird? There's a certain bird that is known for being able to create its nest like wherever it is. It doesn't matter. And I wish I knew what bird that was. I can't remember. But I remember a part of my life where that bird kept popping up and showing up, and I was like, wow, like, yeah, I have to learn that. It might be the blue jay. It might be the blue jay. If I can find that information, I will post it in the description box. Okay? Blue jays also, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing them everywhere, and they are orators, right? They're very talkative, very protective of their, little babies and their family and their space. But if it's them, and I'm not sure it is, they really, yeah, I'll look it up. I won't go on. Okay, so what tendencies to leave behind for Libra? Tendencies to leave behind for Libra North Node. Oh, come on. No way, Jose. I can't take all of these tendencies. All right, we're going to do that. Okay. I guess we're not going to rely on the bottom of the deck for this. Tendencies to leave behind. Try to resist looking back, looking to the past, looking to like those childhood images and fantasies that you had about, building your life or your family or your castle and what that would look like. Because it's different, and it may be different than what you kind of dreamt about. Like for me, like in my life, I was like, oh hell no, my kids are not going to have divorced parents. And by the time I'm a single mom, or was a single mom, and that whole notion scared the crap out of me. My entire life was spent fantasizing about how I was going to do it differently than what my parents did. And exactly at the same age that I was when my parents split, I left my marriage, and it in many ways it killed me. But it also took me on another path that I probably wouldn't have gone on had I stayed in that marriage. And so, sometimes we just kind of have to let go of those childish dreams, because while those things may be good, the dream may be good, it's just not quite right for our path. Right? For our own soul's growth. And it may not look good to outsiders, but it's important that we're following our own path. So I don't know what it is, but try to let go of thinking or holding on so much to like this past sort of childhood vision or dream, or even maybe even what you told yourself about success, what success in a family life would look like. Okay. What to focus on to contribute. Now what to focus on to contribute to the collective. Now what to focus on to contribute to the collective. Libra North Node to contribute to the collective. What to focus on to contribute to the collective. Libra, you look like you're a healer for other little. King of Pentacles came out again, bottom of the deck. Well, this is a bizarre card. What to focus on? 5 of Swords. There's a change, right? And for this card, in sort of the more negative aspect or placement in a reading, we might say, you know, there's conflict, arguing. But if you're supposed to focus on this, I would say it is important to recognize that there is no right, there is no wrong, there is nothing, there's no winner, there's no loser. There is only a need to express yourself. And that the expression of, you know, kind of what you want as someone who is still able to create the life that they want, you know, conflict can happen, but there doesn't have to be like a winner or a loser, right? You may help others communicate. You may help others focusing on the collective, maybe talking about difficult, you know, subjects that, like I said before, maybe things that people don't really feel comfortable talking about, maybe even talking about things that might kind of stir up some conflict within your kind of little sphere of influence. And you know, swords is mental and verbal energy, but it's almost like this is what's good and healing for you. Complicated, right? Let's get a clarifier. What obstacles? Why the Five of Swords? I'm sure not obstacles. Why the Five of Swords? That's my talk. Why the Five of Swords as a focus to contribute to the collective? Why the Five of Swords as a focus to contribute to the collective? Interesting cards on this side of the table. Really interesting. I was afraid to flip these upside down. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think, you know, it's to offer hope and healing to the community, to the wider community, but also to yourself, to not, or to kind of, I don't want to say defend, but the cards that came out, one was the Star, all right, the card of Aquarius and hope and healing, and the Seven of Wands, right? Everyone's kind of like poking at him, but he's like, hey, this is my journey. I'm supposed to be doing this. Like, this is right for me. And, you know, you can't take me down, and you can't make me change my mind. And, you know, look at me. Not only am I like up here above you, I'm like, you know, looking fabulous while I'm doing it. I don't know. All right. To focus on what obstacles to be aware of. What obstacles to be aware of for Libra North Node? Obstacles to be aware of on their path, on their journey. Obstacles to be aware of. Obstacles to be aware of for Libra North Node. Interesting. This reading is very interesting. Okay, so obstacles to be aware of. We've got 6 of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune must turn. Again, this is a general reading, so take what works for you and leave the rest. And if it's not fitting for you, then it's not for you. And I'm going to try to think of the different ways this could be playing out as an obstacle. One way may be that you want to be aware of riding on your high horse in a way that is keeping you kind of stuck from moving, turning that wheel to getting you into the North Node, which is about being in a more supportive role. Another obstacle may be that there is someone else back it. Libra. I'm going to get a clarifier here. Is someone else like kind of driving this wheel for you? Is someone else taking the reins from you for your own chariot, preventing you from living your best life? Yeah. I think be aware. Libra. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, independence. I feel like this came out somewhere else, but I don't know. Are you like very concerned? Putting a lot of energy into, kind of becoming independent or being independent, or, you know, I don't. Yeah. Tower. Some kind of a new idea coming to you. I'd say really, is there a Leo in your life? Don't let the past hold you back. Don't let this kind of past life drive to be front and center hold you back from, all that you could be as, once again, in that, kind of supportive role. I hope that's making sense. How the collective needs you. How the collective needs you. You should do some more. Well, needs you to trust, right? Needs you to trust that you are independent already, that wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever happens in life, you are fully able to manifest whatever you need in a sense of abundance, surrounded by the cloak of Venus, that you can trust in life. The collective needs you to have that strength and to have that knowing and to have that, you bring that forward with you from an experienced state from your South Node. You're not necessarily like freaking out that you haven't created that. You're not, it's like, that this is like, yeah, I can do that. This isn't what are we doing? Where am I going? No worries. Right? Ain't nothing. Can do the work. I'm willing to do the work. Why is this at the bottom of the deck in reverse? I don't think you're dependent in your relationship. I don't think you're how does the collective need you? Just oddly enough, it needs your strength in your independence, even though that's not necessarily how you're going to shine, right? It's like you are going to be a support to others, but you're extremely strong in your Aryan independent self. This is so like such an oxymoron. I can't even, I don't know what to say, but all right. Best possible outcome. Best possible outcome for Leo North Node. No, not taking it. Best possible outcome for Leo North Node. There's that. Okay. Hold on. Best possible outcome for Libra North Node. I feel like I keep saying Leo, but I'm not sure. I never remember my readings. I don't remember. I just went back and watched the readings that I did for my signs today, just to see, like, what did I say? The best possible outcome. Either an offer is coming in towards you or you towards another to offer a cup of love, okay? It can be full of niceties and polite, whatever. It may not be feel very deep right now, and it may be somewhat, there may be some sort of nebulousness to it, some sort of kind of murkiness to it, some sort of like pomp and circumstance, like this is what love says to it. So I'm not sure what's going on, but you got the star again, for hope and for healing, okay? Being a part of the community, being a part of the collective, unconsciousness and consciousness, and being under the stars. You're under the stars, you're with the stars are over you, you are part of the stars, part of the divine. There's nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. What do you want to put out there in the world? Okay? If something needs to come to an end, then it comes to an end. But you can trust in life and in the thread and in your independent strength and in your ability to support others. You can trust. And you don't have to go searching anywhere else. Trust yourself. Okay, but something, either you are bringing in or offering a cup of love, or someone else is to you. Okay, so let's get an animal spirit oracle card for Libra. Oh, doggy out there. Yippee yappy. Libra North Node. Libra North. Ooh, just saw a spider web. Libra North Node. Panther. Reclaim your power. Ooh, that spider wants to keep popping out. I wonder if it's gonna be spider. And reclaim your power again. What's going on? What's going on, Libra North Node? What in the Jesus Feliciano is going on? Check it out. Bottom of the deck. Spider spirit. Wow. Goosies. Okay. Aw. All right. But the deck that flipped over was... All right, so, again, this sort of interesting space. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. So cute. 19, and of course, that turns into a 10, which is an ending and a beginning all at the same time. Be loyal to what you love, and Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Which is what number? 56, so that's 11. Karma. Dog Spirit. Let's look up Dog Spirit. Dog Spirit appears to remind you that although change is a part of life, and all of us are meant to evolve, our love and commitments remain strong. You are loved now and can trust that this higher love is true. Spirit loves you, and love has arrived in many forms now, manifesting in the people you surround yourself with, expressed uniquely through them. Dog Spirit also says, be true to that which you love, for now is a time of good fortune. Be steady as you recognize that people and things are always transforming. Your heart is loving and true, and Dog Spirit wants you to know that your steadfast commitment to experiencing and expressing love will attract and manifest more love. You deserve all of it. Have faith in Spirit's plan for you. As a protection message, loyalty to people and situations can turn into attachment that results in stagnation, enmeshment, and loss of integrity. Yeah. Do you fear what will happen if you let a relationship evolve? Are you afraid that asking for a situation to change will make others see you as disloyal? Where did we have that expression card? 5. Yes. Yes. Trust that when Dog Spirit appears, you are meant to accept the turning of the wheel of life and the changing of fortunes. If you feel you are being betrayed or are growing apart from someone, let Dog Spirit reconnect you with your commitment to love in all its forms. Perhaps a relationship is meant to evolve. Perhaps you're meant to evolve too, so that you can experience the growth for which your soul yearns. Your greatest loyalty is to love, so be open to all its many guises, including self-love. You deserve the best, and that is what Spirit wants for you. I have to look at Spider Spirit, since it was such a big thing of what I was talking about, and then it kept wanting to come out, and then it didn't, and then it did. The bottom of the deck. Make your dreams real. Weaving your dreams into the fabric of life begins with a single thread of intention, and then Spirit joins you as your co-weaving partner. Take but a single step to make your dream a reality, and Spirit will take 10 towards you. For the universe is designed to support your dream weaving. Spider Spirit arrives when you need reminding of the awesome power of co-creation with Spirit. Ideas and resources will begin to appear as if by magic as you begin to bring your dreams from the realm of intention into the world of the senses where they take form. The action you need to take is to be clear about your intentions and then act as if you have become the one that lives the life you desire. The web of creation has an uncanny way of coming together to weave the beautiful pattern you set in motion. Another message of Spider Spirit is about any creative project you may be considering: writing, painting, music, journaling, gardening, etc. Now is the time when inspiration wants to be channeled through you as something creative, even artistic and tangible. Creative projects are successful now. If you are so inclined, let yourself be open to abundance. Wow, Libra, North Node. Look, your journey is beautiful. It's meaningful. You matter. You matter. Your healing matters to all of us, okay? So be well and take care, and I'll see you soon.